Your body used to make a molecule that did the work of half your medicine cabinet. By the time you turn 70, you'll have lost 3/4 of it. Your cardiologist hasn't mentioned this. Your primary hasn't either. The reason isn't a conspiracy. The reason is that they get 12 minutes with you and a prescription pad, and 12 minutes isn't enough time to explain something this important properly. So let me start with Margaret. Last Tuesday afternoon, she walked into my pharmacy carrying a paper bag with 6 prescription bottles inside it. Blood pressure pill, cholesterol pill, one for circulation. A little white one her cardiologist added last month that she still can't pronounce. She set the bag on my counter, looked at me, and asked the question I get from someone her age at least twice a week. Is there anything I can actually do? I eat well. I walk. I don't understand why my numbers keep getting worse. So I told her the thing nobody had bothered to tell her in 15 years of doctor's visits. There's a molecule inside Margaret. It's a gas. It lives for about 1.5 seconds before it disappears. And in that 1.5 seconds, it tells her blood vessels to relax. It thins her blood the way aspirin does. It keeps her arteries smooth and open. And it feeds oxygen to her brain. When Margaret was 20, her body cranked this stuff out without her ever having to think about it. At 50, production dropped by half. By 70, she'll have lost 3/4 of it. And almost every pill in that paper bag, the blood pressure, the circulation, every one of those pills is trying to do what that one disappearing molecule used to do for free. So let me tell you what I told Margaret. The molecule has a name you don't need to remember. What you need to remember is how to make more of it. And the answer is sitting in the produce section of whatever grocery store is closest to your house. Start with beets. I know, nobody over the age of 60 wants to hear the pharmacist tell them to eat beets, but there's a reason marathon runners started drinking beet juice about a decade ago. And it's that beets are packed with nitrates that the bacteria on your tongue convert into the exact molecule we're trying to rebuild. Roast them, slice them onto a salad. Buy them already cooked in the refrigerated section if chopping them feels like too much work for a Tuesday evening. Your blood pressure can drop within a few hours of eating them, not weeks, hours. Put spinach next to the beets in your cart, not the delicate baby spinach, the darker leafy kind. Arugula works even better, that peppery green that tastes the way it does, because it's saturated with the same nitrates. A handful at one meal a day, and you've given your body the raw material to start making the molecule again. Then there's the one nobody has to convince you to eat, watermelon. The food you grew up with at church picnics and summer barbecues, and Sunday lunches on the porch. Watermelon contains something called citrulline, which your kidneys turn into arginine, which your blood vessels turn into nitric oxide. Studies in middle-aged and older adults show this pathway actually works. It measurably improves how your blood vessels respond. You already know how to eat watermelon. You just need to know that the thing you already enjoy is secretly one of the most important foods you could be putting in your body right now. And the last one, the one that makes people smile every time I mention it, is dark chocolate, not the sugary milk chocolate at the checkout counter. The darker kind, 70% cocoa and up, the kind that tastes a little bitter the first time and grows on you after that. It contains plant compounds called flavonols that protect the molecule you're working so hard to rebuild. A small square a day. That's it. The pharmacist is telling you to eat chocolate. Write that down and put it on the fridge. Now, here is where I have to be honest with you, because the other half of this story matters more than the first half. You can eat beets and spinach and watermelon and chocolate every single day, and if the other things in your kitchen are destroying the molecule faster than you can make it, you will not feel any different. So let me tell you what's sabotaging you. The deli meat in your refrigerator, the ham, the salami, the turkey breast that says oven roasted on the front. The sodium in those slices doesn't just raise your blood pressure, it actively damages the inner lining of your blood vessels, the exact lining that produces the molecule we're trying to protect. Walter, a man who has been walking into my pharmacy for 8 years, eats a ham sandwich for lunch every weekday and cannot understand why his numbers won't come down. They won't come down because every sandwich is undoing the work his medication is trying to do. The sugary drinks, the soda, the sweet tea, the orange juice that is essentially soda wearing a health costume. Every time your blood sugar spikes, your blood vessels take damage, and the molecule we're trying to build gets burned up, putting out fires. Switching from 2 sodas a day to 1, and then from 1 to none, does more for your heart than most of the supplements on the shelf behind me. The fried fast food, The trans fats in industrial fryers are the single most destructive thing you can put into a blood vessel. I am not going to lecture you about the golden arches. I am going to tell you that if you eat fried fast food more than once a week, you're undoing more than you're doing, and no amount of beets will save you. And the ultra-processed everything, the chips, the crackers, the microwave dinners, the breakfast cereals shaped like little circles with names I won't say out loud. They're engineered to be eaten fast and in large quantities. Your blood vessels were never built for that pace of eating. Your pantry is where this starts, or where it stops. 2 warnings before you overhaul your kitchen tonight. If you've had a heart attack, please do not walk into the vitamin aisle and start buying arginine pills. You'll see them on the shelf, sold as a heart supplement. But a major study at Johns Hopkins had to be stopped early because people taking those pills after a heart attack actually got worse, not better. The beets are fine, the watermelon is fine, the spinach is fine. It's the concentrated pills in the vitamin section I'm asking you to stay away from. And if you're someone who tends to get cold sores, or if you've had shingles before, some of these foods might bring those outbreaks back. That doesn't mean you can never eat them. It just means pay attention to your body. If something flares up, we'll have that conversation in another video. Margaret came back 2 weeks later. She didn't look different, but she pulled her home blood pressure log out of her purse, and the top number had come down by 15 points. She had added beets to her salads, swapped her afternoon soda for water with lemon, and cut the ham sandwiches to twice a week instead of every day. 3 changes, 15 points. She didn't add a single new pill. She took the same ones she was already on, and she simply stopped burning her body down faster than it could repair itself. That's the thing nobody tells you. The molecule is still inside you. It's still trying. It just needs you to stop destroying it and start feeding it. So here's what I want you to do before you close this video. Walk into your kitchen right now. Open the refrigerator. Look at one thing in there that's working against you. The deli meat, the soda, the sweet tea, whatever it is, and throw it out tonight. Just one thing. Then, on your next grocery run, put beets, leafy greens, and a watermelon in your cart. That's the whole assignment. 3 foods in, 1 thing out. Do that this week, and tell me in the comments below what you replaced. I read them. I want to know. If this helped you, hit the like button so the algorithm shows it to someone else who needs to hear it. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell so the next video finds you instead of you having to come looking for it. And if you know someone over 50 who's stacking up prescription bottles and getting nowhere, share this with them today. Don't wait. The people we love don't have time for us to wait. Your body has been waiting a long time for someone to talk to it like it still mattered. It still does, and so do you. I'll see you in the next one.